sending out an SOS OMG. I'm with Shana Pearson. Oh my God.
I had no idea you knew the song. I'm actually shocked.
Yeah. Sting wrote it, but you took it to another level.
Dance floors, right?
Dance floor. Fantastic. What was his reaction? Has he commented on the feedback?
Well, we had to have his approval to get the song out. So, I mean, I was actually impressed how quickly everything was done. As soon as he approved it, I mean, we were, recording the song. We went to Miami to do the music video.
That is how you slay.
Big Alley was, it's more Big Alley's world, I guess, but it was an amazing opportunity. And yes, Sting had to approve it, so I guess, he had to approve it, so he must have liked it, right?
Do you know who else approved it?
Who?
Justin Bieber. You were the opening act on his Strasbourg European tour. What was that like?
It was, I mean, even nowadays, I still can't believe I did this. Like, when I look at him, see his music videos, I'm like, did I really open for this guy? I mean, it's insane. The crowd was just going crazy. Back in 2013, it was more little girls. It was more the baby, sort of era. Believers. So it's true that the crowd was more, younger girls just screaming their guts out. But the energy was amazing. I mean, it was one of my best experiences.
Oh my God.
In my career, really.
And you've had a bit of an evolution, a transition. So you started off as Shana P, that was your signing, and now you're going boldly Pearson. So why did you drop the name initially, and why have you embraced it now?
Well, in French, when you read Pearson, they would say personne. Personne means no one, right?
Right.
So one day I did a support act for someone that was quite famous in France, and the management team came up to us. They were teasing us. They said, but if no one, if personne will be there, who's gonna do the support act? So we're like, okay, we need to change that name to P. P was more urban, so that's why we put it to Shana P. And then because I got out of my label, I wanted to come back to my roots. To my mom's American, my whole family in the U.S. are called Pearsons, so it made sense to come back to my roots, Pearson.
Your mom's American, and she opened the doors for New York Fashion Week. I'm sure we're stronger.
You know everything, right?
You know what? The good thing about you is when I was doing my research on you, there's just so much out there. That it was that you made my job very easy, and it's global. We're not just talking Switzerland, we're talking all over. Even there were some articles in Algeria that came up in my research. You're quite big there, right?
I mean, it was unbelievable. That was also an opportunity that just came out of the blue. They called me to do this concert in Algiers, so the capital of Algeria, and no one knew me there when I got there, right? But I did my concert, and I mean, people were singing my songs with me and dancing, and I had a lot of positive feedback from that. There was also the Algerian TV that was following us. And right after that, I got, I think, like 5,000 followers extra on my Facebook page, but like within 3 weeks, And I think it's really in the culture there. They like to follow, with likes. It was unbelievable. So I'd like to go there again, actually, to do a few concerts.
And Shana, you know what's really interesting? When people follow you, when you create such a movement of a people, do you know what that is? It's called Exodus!
That's a good one. That's a really, really good one, yeah. On the political aspect, you mean, or?
It's Exodus. So let's go back. By the way, Exodus is her current entry, which she's singing at the Entscheidungsshow, right?
You say it better than I.
It's tough. I've had people coaching me.
Good
job. And how did you? To me, it sounds like a really sharp departure from the more urban sound that you've always had.
I'm open to doing anything, as long as I keep my sort of voice, and I think Exodus still has, that same voice that I have for all the songs. But as long as I like the song, the message behind it, I could do even rock, tomorrow. I mean, I'm not stuck in just one genre.
Yeah.
So, I'm open to anything. And the thing is, Exodus is something that, you know, it's a song. It's a powerful song for me. It makes people want to dance. It's positive, and that's what's the most important thing, right?
Did you write it yourself, or?
No, I didn't actually. It was written by actually two Swedish songwriters and Swedish producers. And I'm actually delighted to have worked with them because they are amazing artists, and we're gonna work, in the future, hopefully for other things as well. How did this happen? This collaboration? It was actually
Wow! Do you know my question? That was my next question.
So the SRF production is taking care of the Swiss selections. Contacted me and said, "Why don't you try to do Eurovision this year?" They knew me from 2 years ago because I had tried 2 years ago. I'm sure you read that.
Yes.
And so they said, "Yeah, you should give it a try." And I was actually finalizing my EP, just like
Fearless. Your EP is called.
Exactly.
Get downloading.
And it was really stressful. I had to finalize the mastering because I had a release party coming up. I had, sort of deadlines that were coming up. And I told them that unfortunately it was a bit, it was going to be difficult for me to do a brand new song. So I sort of turned down their offer. And the producer came back to me and said, "But it's not a problem. I can put you in touch with a lot of people we work with throughout Europe." So they put me in touch with, there were 20 songs that I could choose from different producers, songwriters.
And so you chose...
I chose Exodus.
And that was your favorite?
I had two favorites.
But you can only sing one song.
I can only sing one song. I recorded both songs to see which one was the best, and Exodus was really the most powerful one.
What attracted you to Exodus? What attracted you to Exodus out of 20?
It was really the melody and the message, the lyrics, because it can relate to anyone. I mean, if you want to free yourself from a situation, from bad, unhealthy relationship, or just an everyday life that you no longer want. I mean, Exodus is also about that. Exodus can also be, as you said, more political, but I was more thinking... It could be
likes on social media, get following Shana P.
You're doing my promotion very well. Thank you so much. So yeah, I mean, it really was a powerful message, and that's how I chose Exodus.
Excellent. Do you follow the Eurovision Song Contest?
I do. I try to follow it every year.
Do you follow the Swiss selection as well?
So I actually followed it obviously when I participated
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Also, Mélanie René is a friend of mine.
Time to shine.
Yeah, did you interview her as well?
Yes, I did. In fact, as a matter of fact, it's funny you mention her because she gave me this bag.
She did? Wonderful. You do. There's Mélanie René's backup singer. She's also performing.
Excellent.
So
Yeah.
So no, she's a good friend of mine. She's from my area.
In Geneva.
French part of Switzerland.
Is she coming to see you tomorrow?
I think she is. Yeah, she is.
Yeah. So we can all have a get together.
Exactly.
And you know what I would love to do when she's here? Because when I interviewed Mélanie René in what city was it now?
Lausanne? No, Geneva.
No, I didn't. It was a Eurovision city. They're starting to blend into one.
Okay.
So where was it? Where were we to? Stockholm? What was the year before?
Fancy.
I can't remember. But anyway, when I interviewed Mélanie René, we had a moment when she was catwalking up and down. It was kind of a really fun interview. So we should do that to Stronger, because all the top models in New York City were catwalking to Strongest during New York Fashion Week.
Not all of them, but a few.
The ones that mattered were.
You're sweet.
It's been such a pleasure chatting with you, Shana. Do you have a message for the people who love you on our site?
Thank you so much for the support. I mean, without you guys, I couldn't do everything that I'm doing. It gives me energy every day, for sure. And also, follow your dreams. That's the most important message, I think. And I'm the proof of it, because a lot of people try to, tell me that I shouldn't be singing and doing this as a career. So, yeah, follow your dreams. Believe in it.
Excellent! Thank you so much. Such a pleasure.
Thank you so much.